Welcome everyone again. We will talk about dowsing. My topic for today is how to become not a better but more accurate dowsers. So we will not put the labels better worse, but we will rather strive for perfection in what we do. So how to become more accurate dowser? First of all, before you dowse, drink water. Water, as you know, is over 60% of our body. So if water in your body is stagnant, which means you don't drink water and you do not exchange water in your system, you're stuck with everything what water absorbed from before, which means your stuck emotions, your belief systems, and so on. When you will drink more water and in turn release some water with you, there is water exchange and new water comes with no programs in it, and therefore it's easier to put different emotions, different thoughts, different beliefs in the water which is in your body. Water is also a perfect conductor. Therefore, when you drink water, you increase conductivity of energy in your body. But let's talk about what is going on when we dowse. So, when you dowse, when you use a pendulum, you need to focus. So don't think about 1,000 things which are on your mind. Clear your mind. And that's why some people pray, some people meditate before it. You don't have to do all this. Because really, when you have to think straight about anything in your life, you do not spend too much on meditating and preparing and clearing and whatever. It is natural to us problem to focus on what we do right now. And that's why people who are single focused are a lot more effective in life than multitasking people. But let's look at it. When we dowse and pendulum moves, first of all we set it on our wavelength, yes? So we talked in the previous episodes about the role of the small bit on the string with which you mark your wavelength. Therefore you tap into this wavelength whenever you dowse for yourself. And then, so when we have a proper wavelength, the next thing is focus. There is nothing in your mind but the problem which you want to solve. So, for example, if I want to help my mother, who is not with us anymore, but she used to live in Europe, then what I will do is I would bring her to my mind by recalling her, having her picture, recalling her name, and so on. And then, first of all, I would ask if she is here. Clockwise movement of the pendulum is my yes. So she told me that she will be with me, that she is here actually. The next question or next problem to solve is, will she stay? Well, you see, most people presume that if they connected with someone, this someone is with them, what, indefinitely? Why do we presume they don't have, especially people who are not on this side, that they will stay with us forever just because we call them once? As above, so below. Exactly the same rule governs our earthly life. So the fact that you call your friend does not mean that she will stay with you forever. And her attention will be on you. So next question we ask when I checked that my mother is with me. Then the next is, will you stay with me until the end of this session? Since I cannot tell over next, I cannot ask her actually to stay with me for 10 or 5 minutes because I don't know how long the session will take. So I simply ask, will you be able to stay with me until the end of my session? And she says yes again. So now I know that both of us are committed to finish this session together. The next thing is your focus. Focus on the problem or person you want to talk to. Because don't forget this known truth right now, that the energy flows where attention goes. So if you will switch your attention, or I will switch from my mom to my next client who will call in 20 minutes, then of course my focus is not anymore on my mother, and therefore the answers for my questions will be about the person or the project which I have in my mind right now. So keep your focus on what you dowse for. If you cannot keep your focus, quit and return to your session later on. And then the third part of what we will talk today about is how to keep focus not only on the person or on the topic, but on this specific part of your problem which you want to serve or solve today. So what you do now is, I will take different pendulum which is longer. This is Super Ice 16, so maybe you will see better. So one of the tricks or tips how to keep your focus on and get rid of this desire which always exists at the back of your mind, what it will be, what should I say, how I would like to have yes answer, yeah, I would like him to love me, so please tell me he loves me, and so on and so on. To get rid of this chat in your head about what the result of your dowsing will be, one of the simplest things, remedies to it, is to repeat your question or your statement as often as you can. So something like this. Let's say I would like to know if specific guy loves me. Not that I'm curious about this, but it's a good example. So first of all, I will find his wavelength because I want to get information from him. So I have his wavelength. I marked the wavelength with a small bead. I hold it here, and then I will repeat this question in my mind constantly until I will see the result, which means the movement of my pendulum. Don't forget, you have to repeat those questions fast, so there will be no place in between through which your desire can be pushed. Okay, so for example, I will say this. Does he love me? 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 And my pendulum started to move in yes direction. So now I can stop asking questions. But you see, I was asking them very, very fast, repeating them very fast. So I couldn't really, I had to focus on the question, so there was no room in between questions to pass my desire. Please say yes, please say yes, say yes, say yes. That's the one of the easiest way to get rid of your desires and get the true answer. Hopefully you will use this simple trick to increase accuracy of your dowsing. For more information, visit our website, intuitivedowsing.com. Thank you for today, and I will talk to you shortly.